Welcome back to the garage, everybody. Tonight I am going to be working on this Ingersoll 4016. I've been working at making this chute into a battery operated 12-volt motor to turn the chute instead of hand crank like it used to be. I already got this plate welded on, and then I bolted this motor unit to that plate, and that drives the shaft. That's part of the original shaft for the hand crank, and that used to come up along here and go through that hole. Then as you're sitting on the tractor, it would be somewhere right here. And if there's noise in the background, never mind, it's just Dana and Bailey playing. So I got these switches, foot switches. See, my whole problem, the whole thing that sparked this is these Ingersoll tractors have the up and down for the hydraulic lift for the snowblower in the front on a lever here, and then this is the forward and reverse drive on this side, and then you gotta turn the steering wheel yet by hand, so your hand has all kinds of things to do, plus turn the chute. And I was like, there's got to be a way to use my feet to operate the snout or whatever for the snow to blow out either side. So I'd seen some other videos of guys that had done something to different snowblowers. So I decided to try to do this on mine too. So we'll see how it goes. So I got to put the chains on yet, and never mind the pool noodle that the dog was chewing on. Got to get the chains on yet and try to get this wiring figured out. I was trying to hook those foot switches up, but I couldn't get it figured out right. So I went online and checked out some different options, and I came up with this. It's a forward and reverse module. So we're going to try to hook that up, and yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so we got it wired very temporary. Show you. These are wires coming off the motor. This is our relay module down here, if you can see it. I don't want to mess with it too much because the wires are just kind of stuck together. These are our switches here. Oh, hey, it works. Check. Yeah. I think I got some loose connections. But I press this switch. Runs that way. And I press this other switch. Yeah, I got some bad connections. Runs that way. So green is one way, and I think it's supposed to light up red. Yep, the other way. So I will get this cleaned up. I want to make a little some kind of foot mounting thing here so I can push these switches with my feet. Now that we got this kind of where we want it, I think I'll bolt that on there. I got it marked out. I don't know if you can see my pencil marks, but we'll bolt it fast here, build a little box thing down here of some sort to contain the forward and reverse module and to contain some of the wiring. So never mind the steamy breath. It's a little cold here in the garage, so the heater back there, just shut it off so I can talk. So I'm gonna fire that up again. Now that we got this base plate kind of cut to how we want it, got some holes there for, that'll be to turn the chute to the left, and then the other switch will be over here, turn it to the right. So kind of got that cut to shape. Now I want to take this piece, a little difficult to do here, one hand. Get that piece in the vise. There we go. I want to take this piece of metal, and right where that line is, I want to bend it around, and continue on around to make a little box type of thing for the electronics to be in, contain the wiring. So wish me luck. now that we got our box bent up a little bit, that goes on top of there, something like that. Something like that. Got my little welder there. It's not very big, but it's a little hobby welder kind of. Got it at Harbor Freight. So yeah, now that that thing's ready, let us weld. Alright, we got this welded up. Pretty happy with it. This will go get bolted on there, and then foot switches will go on top there. One there and one there. So yeah, it's about 10 o'clock in the evening, so I'm going to call it a day. Alright, it's the next day and I'm out here in the garage again. I got this thing all welded up. Pretty pleased with the way it turned out. That's the inside of it. Got a couple holes for wires and to mount the switches, so we're going to give it a coat of primer and then I guess we'll watch it dry. Good old, who doesn't love a good old rattle can? Pretty much empty. And now the orange. Purdy. All right, now that we got this wired up nice and tidy, I'll spin it around here. Kind of nice and tidy. Into these looms. The one goes to the battery, the other goes to the motor. So it's time to get her mounted. All right, we got it all mounted up. Got the wire looms coming out of here. This one goes up to the battery. Backing around and up here, we've got a fuse in here. Hooks up to the battery. And this one goes front to the motor. We'll see if it works. Would you look at that? I like it a lot. Let's go blow some snow.